Cheers. Today is the day that we head to Montana. Thankfully, this company we got hired for is the bomb. Today's the day that we're headed to Montana. First, we gotta go pick up our rental car. Here's our ride for the week. Home sweet home. You know what's really weird is that I have not driven a car since February. So like 6 months, 7 months. Okay, got the rental car. Now we just gotta pack everything up and then hit the road. Hello, Louis. Need any judgment, but I am going to have to take all of my plants with me because when we stayed in a hotel in Vegas for a couple days, they all died and it took me forever to bring them back to life. So I'm just gonna have to pack them up. This one's Jane. Little lady. It's just gonna look like a little plant, like boho car. I love it. Trevor's gonna kill me. I don't know what it is, but he was singing. I don't know. Also, we're gonna clean out the compost toilet before we leave, so it's not just sitting here for a week. Hey, house. Be good. See you in a week. How weird do we look in this normal car? It's crazy. I'm just gonna sum up the Montana trip so that we can get on with our regularly scheduled program. Basically, the state of Montana hired us to be a tourist for a week. The upside to this was that they paid great, put us up in hotels, paid for rental cars, and then just paid us to do a bunch of cool crap. Yeah, exactly. It's not even...
All right, stop.
In Montana. The downside was that we didn't get to choose what we were doing. So some of it was really cool, some of it was pretty light. Controversial thing that we did was definitely the rodeo.
Go outside.
Trevor and I were very excited about going to like an authentic Montana rodeo, but it ended up being a little more controversial than I thought.
Just in case anybody was wondering.
Congratulations on your engagement, but you can take care of the brown crowd right now if you will. Long shot, there's to help you. What a move! What a ball!
Last night was the rodeo. No, I had a lot of anxiety about it, being a really hardcore, what I consider to be an animal activist, animal cruelty of any kind. I've been working slowly but surely the last couple years into being a full-time vegetarian. I eat chicken and turkey. I cut out pork and red meat and seafood 4 years ago now. I'm not one of those people who's trying to make everybody be vegetarian. This is my personal life experience. I don't want to eat meat. I don't expect anybody else to share that belief. Trevor eats all kinds of meat. Louis is a total carnivore, and I'm not trying to change them, that whatever they want to do. So I'm not trying to make anybody a vegetarian. I had a lot of anxiety going into last night, and I have a lot of opinions about last night. It's really important to Trevor and I to be super open-minded about new experiences and things that we don't fully understand, because the reality is there is so much about the rodeo world that we don't understand and we've never been a part of. So it's not fair to completely judge the scenario just because you think you know what's going on when you've never been a part of that world. So I was very open-minded going into last night. Side note, if you eat meat of any kind or just food in general, you really need to show a little bit of respect for that world, because that is where your food comes from. Farmers and rodeos, that's part of it. A better argument from saying that the animals like it or don't mind it would be that, like, it's a necessary part of life, maybe, is a better argument. A lot of things that I don't like about life, but that feels like a better argument here. There wasn't a scenario last night where I saw any animals in any of the different competitions that looked like they were enjoying their time. I understand the sport of wrangling. I understand that if you own a ranch or a farm, wrangling is part of it and you have to be good at it. So I think that rodeos are kind of like an incentive to be better at your job. This is not a scenario where animals are enjoying their time and their life. But again, if you eat meat, you can't say dick. A little more controversial than I thought. Very interested on your opinion on this. Do you think that rodeos are animal cruelty or not? I'm not sure how I feel, but overall, great trip. Curious what Lewis eats for breakfast on the road. It's egg bites from Starbucks. There you go, my little chunky monkey. Well, we are home sweet home. Got our project in Montana behind us. We're back in South Dakota until we figure out how to fix this part that's missing in the truck, and then who knows where we're gonna go, and who knows how long it's gonna take. Good news?
Maybe. I mean, the cost is $700.
I mean, whatever. Like,
that's down from, that would be a whole new, well, not new, it's still used, but the entire hub, clutch, new mounting brackets, new bearings.
okay, what do we gotta do to get it?
Well, they're verifying everything now to see if it'll actually fit on another.
Okay, cool. Basically, Trevor has spent the last 3 hours on the phone, just trying to either find the part that we need or find like a place where he can build it himself from scratch. Of course, it's Trevor. And we're just waiting to hear back from like 4 companies right now on whether or not they can do it. Bad news is it is definitely not going to be cheap, but the good news is we're stuck and not spending any money, so... But in better news, all of the plants that traveled with us, they did great, which is great because when we got back the other day, the house was hot and a little stanky, but I cleaned it today. The plants are thriving. I don't care that people, every hotel we went to, Trevor was just like carrying all of my plants in, and we literally only stayed at a hotel for 1 night at a time. So yeah, people just thought we were like really crazy plant people, but like, whatever.
Okay, well, that's what I needed to know. I appreciate it. Thank you. Just calling to tell you we don't have it.
At this point, we're kind of out of options, not really sure what to do, so we're just going to keep calling. We put in the order for this part in a bunch of places, so basically whoever calls us back first, so we'll try again tomorrow.
I will probably be by there in a couple hours, if that's all right. Cool. Thank you very much. 1 of 3 parts. That's the big hard one. What direction are you going to cut your lemon today? I like diagonally.
Because now, like, I overthink it. Oh, diagonally? That's a good idea. That'll
Diagonally. Are you a Harry Potter kid?
Diagonally.
Diagonally?
That'll really get some...
Diagonally.
How do you like them apples?
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and agree to this comment. So somebody said I would never allow anyone to cut on my epoxy countertops.
That's Sean.
But you keep doing that.
There's a paper towel downstairs. Yesterday too. I didn't completely finish unpacking the other day, and I left a razor in my makeup bag, and I reached in to get something, scraped the tip of my finger across my razor. People have absolutely told me that I'm living their worst nightmare, and I just flip it around and I'm like, well, you're living mine. Okay, we're headed to Rapid City to go get the first one of 3 parts. Did you do it?
Just gotta tighten the bolts up. There it is, inside of there.
Dang, I don't know what any of that means, but that's great.
Means it's not wobbling anymore. It's all that matters.
Dude, thank God for Caleb. Well, that is great.
Really?
No.
That's the idea.
That's crazy. I love you, Lily. Okay, we got the bearing, the belts. Now we're just waiting on the fan. So fingers crossed that comes today. If not, it'll be here on Monday. Today, if not, it'll be here on Monday. Sprucing up the letters. They were starting to look a little dull. So that people can find us. Nice, Lewis.
Wants all the attention.
Do you know what today is?
Sunday.
But what day is it? No,
Sunday the 21st.
it's pancake.
Pancake day.